Okay guys, let's look at this final scenario here. And in this final scenario, we have the coefficient of x squared being 2. Okay, you can see we have a 2 before the x squared. So how do we deal with quadratic equation that have a coefficient of x squared being more than 1? So the way we do this is we usually take this value here and this value here. So in our case here we have 2 and 15, and then we multiply those values together. For example, we'll get 30 when we multiply 2 and 15. So we write that 30 here on the side like that, and then this 30 will help us think of the two numbers. So let's think of those two numbers. When we multiply them together, they should give us 30, and when we add them together, they should give us negative 11. So let's think about all possible values that we can multiply together and get 30. So we can start with the very simple ones like negative 1 and negative 30. Also 1 and 30 would work. And also 2 and 15 would work. And also negative 2 and negative 15 will still work. And we also have negative 5 and negative 6. This will still work. And also 5 and 6 will still work. Okay, so from this list, we can pick our best values. When we multiply them together, we should get 30. That is positive 30. And when we add them together, we should get negative 11. And from my looking, I can see we've gotten our values, because when we multiply negative 5 and negative 6, we get 30, or rather positive 30. And when we add them together like this, negative 5 and negative 6, we get negative 11. Correct? Good. So let's now put those values here. We want to put those values here by separating this 11x. So we do it like this: 2x squared. We separate them with these two numbers we've gotten here. So negative 5x and negative 6x. Remember, we will use 15. We won't use this 30. That's why we wrote the 30 on the side. So just use 15 there, equals 0, like that. And then just the normal way we deal with a quadratic equation, when we reach at this stage, we group these values or these expressions like this. So the first expression will evaluate to, this will give me 2x, not really that, it will be x, right? X, because x is the common factor, and then inside the bracket we'll have 2x minus 5. Good. And then we come to this other expression here, and here we see the common factor is it negative 3? Yes, I think it's negative 3, true, because inside the bracket we'll have 2x, because 3 times 2x we get negative 6x. Okay, and then here we'll have minus 5. Okay, because negative 3 and negative 5 will give us positive 15. Okay, so remember, we usually take this x minus 3, negative 3 here, so x minus 3 for our first bracket, and then we take one of this bracket, which is 2x in this case minus 5, and also we equate this to 0. So now we start dealing with each bracket. So we can do it here. So some space there. So x minus 3 equals 0. This will give us x as 3. And then the second scenario is 2x minus 5 equals 0. So we evaluate this to this, use 2x equals positive 5 because we added positive 5 on both sides like this. And then we get our value of x as 5 over 2, or rather 2 and 1 over 2, like that. And that's how you evaluate a quadratic equation with a coefficient that is more than 1.